So continuing with our discussion, natigil tayo nakaraan sa sales discount. This time, about naman sa sales returns and allowances. So what is sales return? It occurs when merchandise is sent back by the buyer to the seller due to one of the following reasons. 1. Excess quantity ordered. Ibig sabihin sobra yung dinelivered sa customer. 2. Defective yung merchandise na na-receive ni customer. What about sales allowances? Sales allowances, these are reduction in the price charged by the seller due to a problem in the product sold, such as the following reason. 1. Quality problems, which refers to defects. 2. Short shipment. 3. Incorrect price. To better understand these accounting terms, magbigay tayo ng mga examples. So, January 2. Sold merchandise to Mr. Allen for 5,000 cash. For January 2, what would be our journal entry? Nagkaroon ng increase sa cash and then increase sa sale. Ang cash asset, increase sa asset is on the debit. So, debit cash on hand, 5,000. Credit sales, 5,000. And then, on January 4, Mr. Allen returned merchandise worth 2,000 due to defects. So, merong ni-return sa si customer, which is si Mr. Allen, na worth na merchandise worth 2,000. So, what would be our journal entry on January 4? That would be debit sa sales return and allowances. The same as sales discount, which is a contra income account. Ganun din si sales return. Isa siyang contra income account. Binabawa siya sa sales in order to get the net sales. So, ang increase sa sales return, recorded siya sa debit side. So, our entry would be debit sales return and allowances, 2,000. Credit, this time, since bayad na ni Mr. Allen on January 2, yung binili niya na merchandise, and may ni-return siya noong January 4, makaka-receive siya ng cash refund. So, mababawasan yung cash ng business. Ibabayad kay Mr. Allen para dun sa ni-return niya na merchandise. So, ang decrease sa asset, which is cash, recorded siya on the credit side. So, debit sales returns and allowances, 2,000. Credit, cash on hand, 2,000. What if yung merchandise sold on account? And then, meron pang iba't ibang terms. So, bigay rin tayo ng ganong examples. Clear ko lang to. So, January 2. Balik tayo sa January 2. Sold merchandise to Mr. Allen on account amounting to 5,000 pesos. Terms, balance 2/10 and over 30. January 4. Mr. Allen paid his account in full. And then on January 5, Mr. Allen returned merchandise worth 1,000 pesos. So, meron tayong tatlong transaction. First, the transaction on January 2. January 2. So, may binenta kay Mr. Allen on account worth 5,000 na merchandise. So, that would refer to accounts receivable. Increase sa accounts receivable on the debit side. So, debit accounts receivable. ₱5,000 pesos. Credit sales, 5,000. Then January 4, binayaran niya in full. Remember na merong terms, balance 2/10 and over 30. Meaning, pag binayaran niya within 10 days from the date of sale, entitled siya sa 2% na cash discount. Binayaran niya January 4 within the discount period, so makaka-receive siya ng 2% discount. Let us compute. What is the sales discount and what amount did the business receive from Mr. Allen? So, gross invoice amount was, nandito yan, 5,000. Less 2% sales discount. So, equal yan dun sa 5,000 multiplied by 2%, 100. So, ang cash received ng business, 5,000 minus 100, 4,900. Entry for January 4, debit cash on hand, 4,900. Debit sales discount, 100. Credit yung accounts receivable na 5,000. Collected na siya, so credited na siya. Accounts receivable. 5,000. Then, on January 5, after ng bayaran ni Mr. Allen yung account on January 4, may nireturn siya na merchandise worth 1,000. So, entirely, ang talagang nabenta lang sa kanya na amount ng merchandise is 5,000 less yung 1,000 4,000 lang talaga. And ang dapat sanang sales discount lang na na-receive niya is 80 lang. And ang dapat lang na-receive ng business entirely was 3,920. Kunin natin yung mga difference kasi kailangan natin i-adjust yung account. So, 5,000 minus 4,000, 1,000. Sales discount na 100 minus 80, 20. 4,900 na cash receive minus 3,920, 980. Remember na, nung kinredit natin yung account receivable by 5,000, ang naging current balance na niya is 0 na. 5,000 na debit, nung nagbenta tayo, then 5,000 na credit, nung nag-collecta tayo. So, 0 na siya. So, ano na lang yung accounts na kailangan nating i-adjust? Yun ay ang sales discount, cash on hand para dun sa i-refund na cash, and then, ito na, yung account na to, sales returns and allowances. So, ang increase sa sales return recorded sa debit. Since merong ni-returns yung customer, merong increase sa sales returns and allowances. What would be our entry? Debit. So, on January 5, debit sales returns and allowances, ito yan, 1,000 pesos. And then, ano pa yung iba nating entries? Remember na yung sales discount, dapat 80 lang talaga siya. Kasi may ni-return na merchandise. Pero 100 yung ni-record natin. Ito. So, babawasan natin siya. Magkano yung ibabawas mo sa kanya para maging 80 yung balance niya? Yun ay 20 pesos. So, instead na debito, babawasan mo siya, di ba? So, ang decrease sa sales discount recorded sa credit side. So, credit mo siya dito. Credit, sales, discount. Magkano yun? Na-compute natin. 20 pesos. And then, yung nakolekta mo nung January 4, kailangan mong mag-refund sa customer. Magkano yung i-refund mo? Ito yan. Ang dapat lang sanang na-cash receive mo overall is 3,920. Pero ang na-receive mo sa customer is 4,900. So, ibabalik mo yung difference na 980. So, bawas sa cash on hand, recorded yan sa credit side. Credit cash on hand. 980. Another example. Mas gawin natin siyang complicated. Dadagdagan ko yung terms. Or babaguhin ko yung order ng naging transaction. Let's say, instead of binayaran niya ng January 4 yung account, nagkaroon muna siya ng returns. So, try natin kapag ganong case. So, burahin ko yung hanggang mula January 4 na transaction. So, January 2, sold merchandise ni Mr. Allen on account amounting to 5,000, terms 2/10 and over 30. Ito na yung journal entry para dyan. And then, January 4, dito siya nag-return, January 4. Mr. Allen returned merchandise worth 1,000 pesos. What would be our journal entry on January 4? January 4, simple lang yung magiging entry mo. May ni-return na merchandise, nag-increase si sales returns and allowances. And then, mawabawasan yung utang ni Mr. Allen sa'yo. Mawabawasan yung collectibles mo sa kanya. Yung receivable mo sa kanya. So, entry would be debit sales returns and allowances, 1,000 pesos. Credit accounts receivable, 1,000 pesos. And then, on January 5, sa kanya binayaran in full. Mr. Allen paid his account in full. Paano yung magiging journal entry natin sa January 5? So, ang gross invoice amount on the date of sale was 5,000. Then, January 4, nagkaroon ng returns. So, sales return. Na 1,000 pesos. So, ang remaining balance ng ating accounts receivable kay Mr. Allen is 5,000 minus 1,000. 4,000 pesos. And then, sa kanya binayaran noong January 5, which is pasok sa discount period. Magkano ngayon ma-receive niya na sales discount? So, since nag-return siya ng 1,000, ang talagang naibenta mo lang sa kanya, lahat-lahat is yung 4,000 pesos. Which is yung merchandise na nasa kamay niya pa. Ang magiging subject ng sales discount is not the 5,000. Kasi yung 1,000 doon sa 5,000, ni-return ni customer. Ang masasubject sa sales discount would be the 4,000 pesos. So, 4,000 multiplied by the sales discount, 2%. Binayaran niya within 10 days from the date of sale. 80 pesos. Ang cash receipt mo would be 3,920. What would be the journal entry on January 5? So, that's easy. Cash receipt. Nag-increase yung cash mo. So, debit cash on hand. 3,920. may ginrant na sales discount kay customer. So, nag-increase si sales discount. Increase sa sales discount recorded sa debit side. So, debit sales discount. Magkano yun? 80. And then, credit yung remaining na accounts receivable which is 4,000. So, may debit na 5,000 nung una, may nireturn na 1,000, remaining balance is 4,000. Credit accounts receivable. 4,000. So, kanina, yung example natin, binayaran muna in full, saka nag-return. This time, nag-return muna ng merchandise, saka binayaran in full. So, take note of that. Another example, dadagdagan natin yung terms. Burahin ko na to. January 2. Sold merchandise to Mr. Allen worth 6,000 pesos on account. He was granted a 2% trade discount. Balance. So, terms, balance, 2/10, 1/15, and over 30. What would be the journal entry on January 2? So, January 2, meron tayong list price na 6,000. Meron trade discount na 2%. So, tama to. Let's trace this trade discount 2%. 6,000 times 2%. Ang gross invoice amount natin is 5,880. Remember na ang trade discount, immediately deducted siya from this price. So, mag-appear na lang sa sales invoice itong 5,880. Ito na rin yung masiset up sa accounts receivable. Hindi mo na i-record itong trade discount. Hindi na siya mag-appear sa journal entry. So, our entry would be debit accounts receivable, 5,880. Credit sales, 5,880. And then, nagkaroon ng returns si customer. So, Mr. Allen returned merchandise worth 2,000 pesos. So, at this point in time, hindi pa nababayaran ni Mr. Allen yung kanyang account. And then January 4, meron siyang binalik na merchandise worth 2,000 pesos. So, January 4. So, nag-increase yung sales return dahil may na-return si customer na merchandise. Ang increase sa sales return recorded sa debit side. Entry, debit sales, returns, and allowances. 2,000. Credit, babawasan mo yung receivable natin kay Mr. Allen kasi may binalik siyang merchandise. Magkano? 2,000. So, credit accounts receivable, 2,000. So, that's the entry for January 4. And then, January 5, binayaran nyo na yung account partially, let's say. Mr. Allen paid his account partially with 1,000 pesos cash. Remember na, as long as hindi paid in full yung account, hindi pa siya masasubject sa sales discount. So, January 5, ang magiging journal entry mo lang dito is yung cash na receive mo, debit cash on hand, 1,000, credit, accounts receivable, 1,000. So, babawasan mo yung accounts receivable dahil nagkaroon ka ng partial collection mula sa customer. And then, on January 6, Mr. Allen paid his remaining balance in full. Question, subject ba siya sa discount or not? Binayaran niya January 6, pasok siya sa 10 days from the date of sale. So, masasubject siya sa 2% na 2% na cash discount, which will reflect on the sales discount account. So, complete natin. Gross invoice amount, ito yan, yung na-complete natin, 5,880. Remember na ito rin yung unang na-setup sa accounts receivable. Then, January 4, nagkaroon siya ng returns na 2,000. So, ang kanyang remaining balance after ng return na yan is 3,880. Maliban doon, January 5, nagkaroon siya ng partial payment. Less partial payment. $1,000. So, ang updated na balance niya is 2,880. And then, saka siya nagbayad in full noong January 6 para sa remaining balance na to, kung saan masasubject siya sa 2% na cash discount or sales discount since nagbayad siya within the discount period. So, less 2% sales discount. Sa unang receivable mo sa kanya is 5,880. Nag-return siya 2,000. So basically, ang entire sales mo sa kanya is 3,880 lang. Kasi yung 2,000 na merchandise, binalik niya sa'yo. So kung magko-compute ka ng discount, ang magiging basis mo kung saan mo i-multiply yung discount would be the 3,880. Net nung sales return. Gross invoice amount less sales return. Ito yung entire talaga na sales mo kay Mr. Allen. So, ang 2% sales discount natin would be 3,880 times 2%, 77 pesos and 60 centavos. So, ang cash received natin would be 2,880 minus yung sales discount, 2,802. So, January 6. January 6. Entry would be, para dun sa cash received, debit cash on hand, 2,802.40. 2,802.40. Debit sales discount, 77.60. 77.60. Credit yung remaining balance ng account receivable. Magkano yun? 5,880 minus yung 2,000, naging 3,880, then less yung partial payment, 2,880. So, credit accounts receivable, 2,880. What if, instead of nagkaroon ng returns bago bayaran in full, nagkaroon naman ng payment bago nag-return? So, nauna yung payment in full, saka nagkaroon ng returns. Pero bago natin illustrate yung example na yon, which is similar dun sa nakaraan nating example, what if kung yung binayaran ni Mr. Allen, hindi siya nagbayad noong January 6. Instead, binayaran niya on January 18. So, ang sales discount mo, na pwedeng makuha ni Mr. Allen, pwede lang siyang ma-receive kapag binayaran niya hanggang, kasi may 1/15 pa. So, hanggang 2 plus 15, January 17. Pag binayaran niya beyond January 17, wala na siyang marireceive na sales discount. So, in this case, January 18. So, January 18 yung naging date kung kailan nagkaroon ng full payment. At this time, 2,880 yung balance. Sa January 18, hindi siya makaka-receive ng sales discount dahil lagpas na sa discount period. Entry would be debit cash on hand, 2,880. Credit accounts receivable, 2,880. Okay? So, baguhin natin yung case. Yung nabanggit ko kanina, nagkaroon muna ng payment in full bago nagkaroon ng returns. So, barayin na natin to. Sa January 2, sold merchandise si Mr. Allen worth 6,000 on account. He was granted a 2% trade discount balance to overturn 1/15 and 30. So, nakompute na natin yung trade discount, 120. Ang gross invoice amount, 5,880. Ito yung naging journal entry natin. Debit account receivable, 5,880. Credit sales, 5,880. And then, on January 13, Mr. Allen paid his account partially with 2,000 pesos cash. Remember, partial payment pa lang, hindi pa mag-grant ng discount. Mag-grant lang tayo ng discount kapag full payment na. So, January 13, ano magiging entry natin? Simple lang yan. Debit cash on hand, 2,000. Credit accounts receivable, 2,000. And then, January 14, Mr. Allen paid his remaining balance in full. Question, ma-a-avail niya ba yung sales discount or not? Let's check. Binayaran niya January 14. So, 2/10. January 2 plus 10, January 12. Lagpas na sa 2%. So, hindi niya na ma-avail yung 2% na cash discount. What about the 1%? January 2 plus 15 days equals January 17. So, as long as makabayad siya in full until January 17, meron siyang 1% na discount. And since binayaran niya January 14, within the discount period, makaka-receive siya ng 1% na sales discount. So, let's compute. Gross invoice amount was 5,880. Nagkaroon ng partial payment na 2,000. So, ang kanyang remaining balance was 3,880. And then, sa kanya binayaran in full noong January 14 kung saan subject siya sa 1% na trade discount. Since nabayaran niya within the discount period. Less 1% sales discount. Anong gagamitin mo na basis? That would be the 5,880. Ito yung unang na-setup sa accounts receivable. Wala namang nangyaring returns bago siya magbayad, so ito yung magiging basis mo. 5,880 times 1%, 58 pesos. So, ang cash receive mo noong January 14 would be 3,880 minus 58.80, 3,821.20. Entry for January 14, debit cash on hand 3,821 and 20 centavos. 3,821.20 centavos. Merong sales discount, so increase sa sales discount, debited yan. Debit sales discount. $58.80. Credit accounts receivable. Yung remaining balance na 3,880. So, paid in full na yung account. And then, the next day, natuklasan ni Mr. Allen, may merchandise siyang nabili na defective pala. Mr. Allen returned defective merchandise worth 1,000 pesos. Paano ngayon magiging journal entry mo sa January 15? So, kung ni-return niya yung 1,000, ilan lang talaga yung naibenta mo kay Mr. Allen na merchandise? Yun ay 5,880 less yung 1,000 niya na ni-return. 4,880 lang talaga yung naibenta mo sa kanya. And ito lang din dapat yung na subject sa sales discount. So, plot din natin yung ibang amounts. Nagkaroon siya ng partial payment noong January 13, 2,000. $688. 2,000. So, 4,880 minus 2,000, 2,880. And then, ang sales discount dapat niya is 4,880 times 1%, 48.80. So, ang dapat sanang naging cash receipt mo sa kanya, which is the correct amount, was 2,831.20. Para di kayo malito, lagyan natin ng items. Indicate natin yung items. So, ang gross invoice amount was 5,880. Then, nagkaroon tayo ng sales return na 1,000. So, ito lang talaga yung net sales mo kay Mr. Allen. 4,880. Plus partial payment, 2,000. Balance, 4,880 minus 2,000, 2,880. And then, ang dapat lang sanang naging sales discount sa kanya is the sales discount, 4,880. Yan yung amount na naibenta mo sa kanya less nung sales return na binalik niya worth 1,000. So, 4,880 times 1%, 48.80. Ang dapat lang sanang na-receive mo na cash mula sa kanya is, so 2,880 minus 48.80, 2,831.20. So, kunin natin yung mga kailangan nating, yung mga amounts na kailangan nating i-adjust. Si sales discount, dapat 48.80 lang siya. So, babawasan natin siya ng 10 pesos. Yung cash na receive mo na 381, dapat lang talagang na-receive mo is 2,831. Subtract natin, 990. Pag sinam mo to, ito yung amount ng merchandise na na-return niya, 1,000. So, bawas sa sales discount, 10 piso. Bawas sa cash on hand, 990. And then, increase sa sales returns and allowances, 1,000 pesos. So, entry, January 15. Debit, nag-increase yung sales return. So, ang increase dyan recorded sa debit side. So, debit sales returns and allowances, 1,000 pesos. Ang sales discount mo, na-record mo siya as 58.80 pero dapat 48.80 lang. Babawasan mo siya ng 10 pesos. So, ang bawas sa sales discount recorded sa credit side, credit, sales discount, 10 pesos. Yung na-receive mo noong January 14 na 3,821.20, dapat 2,831.20 lang dapat yan. So, magka-cash refund ka sa kanya ng So, ang difference nito, 2,821.20 minus 2,831.20 is 990. So, mababawasan yung cash mo kasi babalik mo yan kay customer. Ang decrease sa asset recorded sa credit side entry, credit cash on hand, 990. So that's the journal entry for January 15. Another example, under ng sales returns. Dagdagan lang natin yung terms. On January 2, sold merchandise to Mr. Allen worth 6,000. And then, he was granted a 2% trade discount. Terms, dagdagan natin yung terms. Down, 1,000 pesos. And then, balance 2/10, 1/15, and 1/30. This time, merong down payment. List price was 6,000. Granted siya ng 2% na trade discount. 6,000 times 2%. So, ang gross invoice amount was 5,880. And then, nagkaroon ng down payment. So, gross invoice amount, 5,880. Less down payment. Magkano yung down payment niya? 1,000 pesos. So, ito yung balance na mapupunta sa accounts receivable. Indicate natin. Accounts receivable. This balance would be 5,880 minus 1,000, 4,880. So, what would be your journal entry on January 2? January 2. Nagkaroon ng down payment na 1,000. Debit cash on hand. Na-receive mo yung 1,000 na cash. And then, debit yung accounts receivable. Ito yung remaining balance niya after ng down payment. Magkano? 4,880. Credit sales, 5,880. Remember na yung trade discount, di na siya mag-a-appear sa journal entry. Immediately deducted siya sa list price. And then, January 13. Mr. Allen paid his account partially with 2,000 cash. So, less partial payment. na 2,000. Remaining balance na lang niya is $2,880. Entryan natin yung partial payment. January 13. Debit. Cash on hand. Naka-receive ka ng partial payment from Mr. Allen. 2,000 pesos. Simple lang yung journal entry na to, and then credit mo lang si accounts receivable. Bawasan mo siya ng 2,000 since nagkaroon ng partial payment si customer. And then January 14, Mr. Allen paid his account in full. Saan siya sa subject? 2% na cash discount or 1% na cash discount? January 14, that would be 1% na trade discount. 1% na cash discount or sales discount. Sorry. So, less sales discount. 1% sales discount. That would be 4,880 times 1%. Remember na, nung in-entry natin to, entry natin was debit cash on hand 1,000 para dun sa down payment. And then, debit account receivable 4,880. Ito yung original na setup sa account receivable. Yan yung magiging basis mo kung saan i-multiply yung sales discount. Hindi kasama yung down payment na 1,000. Kasi ito yung part na cash sale siya. Yung 1,000. Ito naman yung part na credit sales or sales on account. Ang masasubject sa discount is yung sales on account or credit sales. Not included yung cash sales which represents the down payment. Kaya, ang sales discount natin is 4,880 times 1%. Cash received would be 2,880 minus 48.80, 2,831.20. Entry on January 14. Debit cash on hand para dun sa na-receive na collection from customer. 2,831 and 20 centavos. Debit ng sales discount. 48.80. 48 and 80 centavos. And then, credit yung accounts receivable. $2,880. And then, January 15, nag-return si Mr. Allen ng defective na merchandise worth 1,000 pesos. So, ano yung magiging journal entry mo sa January 15? Ano ba dapat sana yung mga naging correct amounts? And magkano yung adjustments na kailangan mong i-reflect sa journal entry para makorek mo yung balances ng mga accounts? So, gross invoice amount was 5,880 pero mula sa 5,880 na yan, may nangyaring down payment na 1,000. So, ang balance na napunta sa accounts receivable noong January 2 was 4,880. Kunin na rin natin tong sa taas para hindi tayo malito. Ulitin natin para klaro. So, gross invoice amount was 5,880. Nagkaroon ng down payment na 1,000. Ang balance na napunta sa accounts receivable or na-set up sa accounts receivable noong January 2 was 4,880. 5,880 minus down payment na 1,000. Nagkaroon ng sales return na 1,000 noong January 15. So, ang sales mo lang talaga lahat-lahat kay Mr. Allen was 3,880. Hindi siya 4,880 kasi meron siyang ni-return na 1,000 pesos na merchandise. Then, nagkaroon siya ng partial payment. Baba natin to para magkakahanay sila. Yan. Then, nagkaroon siya ng partial payment na 2,000 noong January 13. Balance na lang niya would be 2,000. And then, ang sales discount niya dapat is 1% multiplied by the net sales. Ito yung talagang amount entirely ng naibenta mo sa kanya after ng down payment. $3,880 since may binilik siya na 1,000 na merchandise. Ito lang dapat talaga yung naging balance ng account receivable after ng down payment. Again, recap tayo. Gross invoice amount was 5,880. Less down payment 1,000. Ito yung naging balance sa account receivable. May na-return siya na 1,000. So theoretically, ang naibenta mo lang sa kanya lahat-lahat is 3,880 dahil ni-return niya yung 1,000. Instead na 4,880, ang dapat lang sana naging balance ng account receivable was 3,880. And then, nagkaroon siya ng discount dahil binayaran niya within the discount period. After na yon ng partial payment niya. So, less partial payment niya na 2,000, ito yung remaining balance niya. Then, nakareceive siya ng sales discount. Kukumitin mo siya, ang a-applyan mo ng sales discount would be the 3,880. Ito yung portion ng account receivable after ng sales returns. Yung sales return na 1,000, hindi dapat siya subject sa sales discount. Dahil hindi mo yan naibenta kay customer. Binalik yan sa'yo ni customer. So, 3,880 times 1%, 38.80. Cash received was 1,880 minus 38.80. Ito lang dapat sana yung na-receive mo na cash sa kanya. So, ano-ano yung magiging adjustments natin? Sa cash on hand, dahil may i-refund ka sa kanya na amount. Sa sales discount, saka yung i-record mo na sales return. Ang adjustin mo sa cash is, babawasan mo siya ng 2,831.20 minus yung dapat lang sanang na receive mo sa kanya, 990. Ito yung i-refund mo na amount. Sales discount, dapat lang sanang trade sales discount was 38.80. Pero ang na-record mo sa book is 48.80. So, babawasan mo yan ng 10 pesos. Ang sales return mo is 1,000. So, balance na yung ating journal entry. Entry would be January 15. Debit sales returns and allowances. Nag-increase yan dahil sa return ng customer, 1,000 pesos. And then, adjustment dito sa dalawang account na to. Babawasan mo yung sales discount ng 10 pesos. Ang bawas sa sales discount is sa credit side. So, credit sales discount 10 pesos. And then, mag-refund ka ng cash sa customer, 990. Credit, cash on hand, 990. So, we're done with the examples on sales returns. This time naman, sales allowances naman tayo. Example, on January 2, sold merchandise to Mr. Allen worth 5,000 pesos on account. Terms, balance 2/10 and over 30. And then, on January 4, Mr. Allen paid his account in full. So, let's journalize first these transactions. January 2. Entry would be, nag-increase yung receivable mo from customer sa debit accounts receivable. 5,000. Credit sales, 5,000. And then January 4, binayaran niya in full. Let's check whether makaka-avail ba siya ng discount. So, terms was 2/10 and over 30. So, 10 days plus 2, hanggang January 12. Binayaran niya January 4, so pasok sa discount period. Meron siyang discount na 2%. So, gross invoice amount was 5,000. Ang sales discount niya is 2%. So, 5,000 times 2% equals 100. And then, 5,000 minus 100 na sales discount. Cash received natin was 4,900. Entry on January 4. Debit cash on hand para dun sa na-receive na payment. 4,900. And then, nag-increase yung sales discount. So, debit sales discount 100. Collected na yung account receivable na 5,000. So, credited na siya. Credit accounts receivable 5,000. And then, on January 8, Mr. Allen informed the seller that some of the goods are defective. The seller agreed that he can keep Mr. Allen can keep the defective goods and will be credited for 800 pesos. Although this time, instead na credited, dapat dito will be refunded. Kasi nabayaran niya na yung kanyang account in full noong January 4. So, Mr. Allen, the seller agreed that Mr. Allen can keep the defective goods and will be refunded for 800 pesos. So, ang difference niya sa sales return, ibabalik ng buyer yung kanyang nire-return na goods. Sa sales allowance, the buyer can keep the goods and bibigyan na lang siya ni seller ng allowance. So, what would be our journal entry on January 8? So, January 8. Computein muna natin. Gross invoice amount was 5,000. And then, meron siyang sales allowance na 800. So, ito lang talaga yung net sales natin sa kanya. 5,000 minus 800. 4,200. So, kung 4,200 lang ang correct talaga na sales kay Mr. Allen, magkano dapat yung dapat sanang sales discount niya? 42 times 2%, 84. And ang dapat sanang na-receive na cash mula sa kanya was 4,200 minus yung 84, 4,116. So, ano-ano yung mga adjustment natin? Sa cash on hand, since nabayaran na ni Mr. Allen yung account niya in full, kailangan natin mag-refund sa kanya ng 784. Ang sales discount, ang tamang amount dapat na na-record is 84. So, mula sa 100, babawasan natin yan ng 16 pesos. And then, sales allowance, ito yung allowance na binigay sa kanya, 800 pesos. So, what would be our journal entry on January 8? Entry would be, nag-increase yung sales returns and allowances. So, ang increase dyan recorded sa debit side. So, debit, sales returns and allowances, 800. Credit, cash on hand, i-refund natin yung difference ng cash received dun sa dapat sanang na-receive. 49 minus 4116 equals 784. So, credited yan since decrease sa cash on hand. And then, i-adjust natin yung sales discount. Babawasan natin yung recorded na 100 by 16 para magtali siya sa correct balance na 84. So, i-credit natin siya since decrease. Ang decrease sa sales discount recorded on the credit side. So, credit sales discount, 16 pesos. Another example. This time naman, nagkaroon ng sales allowance bago bayaran ng customer in full yung account. January 2, same transaction, dadagdagan ko lang ng terms, 2/10, 1/15, and over 30. Then, on January 10, Mr. Allen discovered that some of the goods bought was defective. He informed the seller and the seller agreed to give him an allowance of 1,000 pesos. So, January 2, sale ng merchandise kay Mr. Allen, same journal entry. Debit account receivable 5,000, credit sales 5,000. January 10, at this time, hindi pa bayad in full yung account receivable. And then, merong 1,000 na sales allowance. Entry would be, increase sa sales returns and allowances. So, debit yan. Debit sales returns and allowances, 1,000. And then, credit accounts receivable. Take note, hindi pa nababayaran in full yung account. So, ang bawas natin dito sa accounts receivable. Mula sa 5,000, ang dapat na lang na balance ng accounts receivable niya is 4,000. So, babawasan natin siya ng 1,000 pesos. So, credit accounts receivable, 1,000. And then, on January 14, Mr. Allen paid his account in full. Pasok pa siya sa discount period sa 2% hanggang January 12 lang. So, hindi. For 1% hanggang January 17, 15 plus 2. Since binayaran niya January 14, makakabil pa siya nung 1% na discount. Entry. Let's determine first the amounts that will appear in the journal entry. So, gross amount was 5,000. Gross invoice amount. And then, nagkaroon ng sales allowance noong January 10. Less sales allowance na 1,000 pesos. So, ang net sales mo kay Mr. Allen was 5,000 minus 1,000, 4,000. And then, binayaran niya January 14 kung saan makakabil siya ng 1% na discount. So, less 1% sales discount. That would be 4,000 net ng sales allowance. Nabawas na yung sales allowance. So, 4,000 times 1%, 40. We have a cash receipt of 4,000 minus 40, 3,960. Journal entry on January 14. For the cash received, debit cash on hand, 3,960. Nag-increase yung sales discount by 40 pesos. Debit sales discount 40. And then, credit yung account receivable na 4,000. Remember na ang balance niya at this point was 4,000. 5,000 na original balance minus yung sales returns and allowances na 1,000. 4,000. Credit accounts receivable, 4,000. Another example. On January 2, sold merchandise ni Mr. Allen worth 5,000 on account. Terms, 1,000 pesos down. Balance, 2/10, 1/15, and over 30. Dagdagan pa natin yung transaction. Maliban sa cash discount, meron siyang trade discount. So, sold merchandise to Mr. Allen worth 5,000 on account. the customer was granted a 2% trade discount. And then, aside from that, ang terms is 1,000 pesos down, balance 2/10, 1/15, and 30. Sa una muna, list price, 5,000. Less trade discount, 2%. So, 5,000 times 2%, 100. Ang gross invoice amount na mag-a-appear sa sales invoice would be 4,900. Aside from that, required din yung down payment. So, gross invoice amount was 4,900 less down payment 1,000 pesos. So, ano yung balance ng account receivable? Balance, ito yung mare-record sa account receivable. $4,900 minus 1,000, 3,900. Journal entry on January 2. Para dun sa down payment na 1,000, debit cash on hand 1,000, debit yung account receivable na 4,900. Ito yung remaining balance. Debit account receivable 3,900. Credit sales. Get natin. Credit sales 4,900. Remember na ang trade discount immediately deducted siya sa list price. So, hindi na siya mag-appear sa journal entry. Then, on January 7, Mr. Allen paid his account in full. Pasok pa siya sa discount period, makakapag-avail siya ng 2% na discount. Since ang discount period for 2% is hanggang January 12, 10 plus 2. So, meron siyang 2% na trade discount. Mula sa 3.9, ito yung na-set up sa account receivable. Remember na ito yung sales on accounts or credit sales. Credit sales yung mga na sa subject sa cash discount or sales discount. So, less 2% sales discount. Ang magiging basis natin itong 3,900. Hindi kasama yung 1,000 na down payment na nirecord natin sa cash on hand. Ito yung masasubject sa discount. So, 3,900 times 2%, 78. Cash received, 3,900 minus 78, 3,822. Entry on January 7. Para dun sa cash received, debit sa cash on hand, 3,822. And then may sales discount, debit sales discount, 78. Credit yung accounts receivable na 3,900. Ito, yung balance. Credit accounts receivable. $3,900. And then on January 10, Mr. Allen was given an allowance for defective merchandise. An allowance of 500 pesos for defective merchandise. What would be our journal entry on January 10? So, computein muna natin. Ang gross invoice amount was 4,900. Pero since merong down payment, ang balance or ang amount na naset up sa account receivable was 3,900 on January 2. So, dun tayo magsimula sa balance ng account receivable. 3,900. Kompletuhin na lang natin. Komputin ulit natin. Gross invoice amount was 4,900. Meron dyang down payment na 1,000. So, ang balance ng account receivable, ito yung na-set up sa account receivable noong January 2. Debit sa account receivable na 39. And then, nagkaroon ng sales allowance na 500. So, ang sales, net sales lang talaga natin kay Mr. Allen was 3,400. And then, na-subject siya sa 2% na discount. Instead na 78, ang dapat lang sana na sales discount sa kanya was yung net sales na 3,400. Binawas na dito yung 500 na sales allowance. So, 3,400 times 2%. 68. Cash received natin on January 10 should have been 3,400 minus 68. 3,332. So, let's compute yung mga adjustments na mag-a-appear on January 10. So, instead na 3,822, dapat sanang na-receive ng seller or ng business is 3,332. So, marirefund kay Mr. Allen yung difference, 490. Ang sales discount, ang dapat sanang correct na sales discount is 68. Pero 78 yung ni-record. So, i-decrease natin yung sales discount na account by 10 pesos para makorek siya. Then, ang sales allowance, ito yung binigay na sales allowance kay Mr. Allen, 500 pesos. Entry, January 10. Debit, sales returns and allowances, 500. And then, credit yung sales discount. Babawasan natin siya ng 10 piso para maging 68 yung balance niya. Ang decrease sa sales discount recorded on the credit side. So, credit sales discount. 10 pesos. And then, i-refund natin yung 490 pesos. Remember na on January 7, binayaran na ni Mr. Allen in full yung kanyang account. So, para dun sa sales allowance, magkakaroon ng cash refund. Credit cash on hand, 490. What if nagkaroon muna ng sales allowance bago nagbayad in full yung customer? Sa'yo naman. Clear lang natin to. So, same transaction, January 2. Sold merchandise to Mr. Allen worth 5,000 on account. The customer is granted 2% trade discount. Terms 1,000 down, balance over 10, 1 number 15, and number 30. On January 3, our entry would be debit cash on hand, 1,000. Debit account receivable, 3,900. Remember na merong down payment na 1,000 sa transaction. Kaya ang na-set up sa account receivable was 3,900. This is wrong. This should be 4,900. So 5,000 na list price, less trade discount na 100, may get the gross invoice amount 4,900. Then may down payment na 1,000. Ang balance ng account receivable was 3,900. Ito yung nirecord natin as debit sa accounts receivable. So debit cash on hand, 1,000. Debit accounts receivable, 3,900. Credit sales, 4,900. January 4, Mr. Allen paid his account partially with 1,000 cash. Partial payment. Remember na kapag partial payment, hindi pa tayo mag-grant ng discount. Mag-grant lang ng sales discount kapag ka paid in full yung account and pasok sa discount period. So, January 4, what would be our journal entry? Debit cash on hand para dun sa na-receive na partial payment from Mr. Allen, 1,000. And then credit, accounts receivable. Pabawasan mo yung kanyang account receivable by 1,000. And then on January 9, some merchandise sold to Mr. Allen was defective. It was agreed that Mr. Allen can keep the defective merchandise and would be credited and would be credited for 300 pesos. What would be our journal entry on January 9? So, wala pang nangyayaring full payment. So, wala pa rin nangyayaring sales discount. And then, nagkaroon ng sales allowance na 300. Simple lang yan. Debit sales returns and allowances. On January 9, magkano? 300. Credit accounts receivable, 300. Then on January 11, Mr. Allen paid his remaining balance in full. Kahit remaining balance lang po, okay na yun. Mr. Allen paid his remaining balance. So, lahat ng natirang balances niya, binayaran niya na. Pasok ba sa discount period? 10 plus 2 hanggang January 12 yung 2%. Binayaran niya January 11. So, makakabil siya ng 2% sales discount. January 11, Mr. Allen paid his remaining balance. So, compute natin. 3,900 after ng down payment. And then, nagkaroon ng sales allowance na. This sales allowance na 300. So, ang balance na natira ito yung binayaran niya ng January 11. Mr. Allen paid his remaining balance amounting to 3,600. Magkano yung magiging sales discount? So, rightly natin dito. Compute natin yung correct na sales discount. 4,900, may down payment na 1,000, balance 3,900, merong sales allowance na 300. So, ang net sales lang talaga natin sa kanya is 3,900 minus 300, 3,600. $3,600, dito yung multiply yung discount na 2%. So, ang sales discount natin would be this sales discount. Yun ay 3,600 times 2%. Cash received on January 11 would be 36 minus 72, 3,528. Entry would be January 11. Cash received na 3,528. Debit cash on hand 3,528. Debit sales discount 72. Credit, yung remaining balance ng account receivable 3,600. 3,600. Another example. Sold merchandise to Mr. Allen, 5,000 pesos on account. And then, gagawin ko, tatanggalin ko tong trade discount. So, ang transaction natin on January 2, sold merchandise to Mr. Allen worth 5,000 on account. Terms, 1,000 pesos down. Balance, 2/10, 1/15, and over 30. So, on January 2, 5,000 yung gross amount, gross invoice amount, less down payment. Balance na mapupunta sa account receivable, 5,000 minus 1,000. 4,000. Entry on January 2. Debit cash on hand para dun sa down payment, 1,000. Debit accounts receivable, 4,000. Credit sales, 5,000. And then on January 4, Mr. Allen paid this account partially with 1,000 cash. Journal entry. Debit cash on hand, 1,000. Credit accounts receivable, babawasan natin yung balance niya by 1,000 para dun sa kanyang partial payment. So, at this time, ang balance ng account receivable natin ay, so less partial payment, 1,000. Balance is 3,000. Since partial payment pa lang siya, wala pa tayong i-grant na sales discount. Mag-grant lang ng sales discount kapag full payment and nabayaran siya within the discount period. January 9, Mr. Allen paid his account in full. On January 9, makakapag-avail ba siya ng sales discount? So, for 2% na sales discount, January 2 plus 10, January 12, pasok doon, January 9, meron siyang 2% na discount. Less 2% sales discount equal to sa account receivable noong January 2 na 4,000. Ito yung na-set up sa account receivable after ng down payment. So, 4,000 times 2%, 80. Cash received, 3,000 minus 80, 2,920. Entry for January 9. Para dun sa cash received, increase sa cash on hand. So, debit cash on hand, 2,920. Merong nag-grant na sales discount sa customer. Debit sales discount, 80. And then, credit accounts receivable sa remaining balance, 3,000. And then, on January 11, Mr. Allen was given an allowance of 500 for defective merchandise. Remember na on January 9, binayaran na ni Mr. Allen yung kanyang account in full. So, on January 11, para dun sa sales allowance, magkakaroon ng cash refund. Compute natin yung talagang naging net sales kay Mr. Allen. Gross invoice amount was 5,000. Nagkaroon na daw payment, 1,000. Balance ng account receivable, ito yung na-debit sa account receivable on January 2. 4,000. Merong sales allowance na binigay sa kanya na 500. So, ang net sales natin kay Mr. Allen was 3,500. Ito yung overall lang talaga na naging sales sa kanya. Kasi nagkaroon siya ng sales allowance na 500. And then, maliban dyan, meron nangyaring partial payment na 1,000 pesos. Balance after ng partial payment, 3,500 minus 1,025 less 2% discount. Dito na siya magkakaroon ng difference. Instead na 4,000 times 2%, dapat yung net sales na 3,500, doon minultiply yung 2% na sales discount. So, less 2% sales discount, 3,500 times 2%, 70 pesos lang dapat yung nag-grant na sales discount. So, ang dapat na cash na na-receive, yung mas correct na amount was 2,430. So, ano yung magiging adjustment natin on January 11 para makorek yung balances ng mga accounts? Sa cash on hand, dapat na na-receive is 2,430. Ang na-receive natin sa kanya is 2,940. So, magre-refund tayo sa kanya ng 490 pesos. Ang sales discount, ang na-record sa book is 80. Dapat ang balance niya is 70. So, babawasan natin yung na-record natin sa book by 10 pesos. Ang sales allowance naman, ito yung binigay sa kanya noong January 11, 500 pesos. Entry on January 11. May karoon tayo ng sales allowance. So, debit sales, returns, and allowances. Increase sa account na yan, 500. Ang sales discount na na-record as 80 pesos nung January 9, kailangan natin siyang bawasan ng 10 para maging 70 yung kanyang balance. So, ang decrease sa sales discount recorded on the credit side. Credit sales discount 10 pesos. Ito yan. Difference ng 80 and 70. And then, yung cash refund, so mababawasan yung cash on hand natin, ibabalik natin kay Mr. Allen. Credit cash on hand, 490. So that's it for sales allowances.